Hoya, how you doing? My name's Allison, and I have a lot of plants, and so I want to show you my plants. It's been about a year since I've done a houseplant tour, so I'm gonna show you around. It's really cool to look back on my old houseplant tours if you're interested. Kind of fun to see what plants have died and I got rid of. I also moved in 2020, so some plants did not do too well after the move, and some of them I have neglected, honestly. I have not been watering as often as I should, and let some pest things get a little out of control. But other than that, I think you'll really enjoy seeing my plants. So let's get started. The first plant I would like to talk about is this German ivy, or Senecio macroglossus, I believe it is. I've had this plant for about 3 years, and just in the last year when we moved, I think it picked up something from another plant, and it hasn't been doing too well, so I've been spraying it down in the bath about once a week now that I'm trying to keep up with it, and I've been spraying it with neem oil and water solution. Next on the list, we have our rabbit's foot fern. I do not remember the Latin name for this. It's something complicated compared to some plants, but it's doing okay. I have to keep up with the watering on that one better. And I have a little rubber tree, Ficus elastica propagation, back here. Just a moment. Here we go. Next to that, we have our purple passion vine with the velvety leaves. It did get neglected on the watering, but it did flower. Come on here, camera. There you go. It did flower, and I did collect the seeds from it. I have no idea if the seeds that this plant produces are sterile or if they will actually produce this same plant. So I'm gonna try that and maybe make a video for y'all if you want to try that sometime. I have not heard of anyone growing that from seed, so it'd be interesting to see if they do anything. Over here I have a Stromanthe Trio Star, which is doing okay. I ordered this from Home Depot, and it came in really excellent condition, and then of course, like quite a few of my other plants, I neglected it, so it's a little crispy here and there. The humidity has been really low in my house since winter started, around like 20%, which is really, really low. I don't know the name of this plant, but it's sold as an annual where I live. It's got the purple leaves and kind of gets furry. However, I think this one got a little bit of neem oil on it, and so it's not so furry on these leaves right now. Probably won't ever be again. So don't ever put neem oil on this plant. I got it on there on accident. And I think I'm getting some seeds from this as well, so that might be fun to try to plant those seeds too. And over here I have my prayer plant. Down here I have this plant that was kind of dying off, and all of this growth is new shoots. So if you ever see your prayer plant looking really sad and dying off, just keep watering it like every once in a while, and chances are you're gonna get some little spikes that come up like these here, and you'll get some new plants growing. So give it a chance, y'all. So here we have a giant aloe that was recently donated to me from my father and my grandmother. And this bloomed, and so some people have told me that this plant is actually gonna die after it blooms, or I read that somewhere. So I don't know what to do with this. I just kept it on there because it looks cool. But it has some pups in the container. So, and I have other pots of aloe all over the place. So no big deal. Down here, this is one of my favorites, and for a while it was not doing so hot. I had it outside in the summer and it didn't like it. The squirrels kept knocking it over. But this is a Labordia socialis, which it's got a really cool leopard print, if I can show you. Got this really cool leopard print on it. Yeah, there you can see it. So that's one of my favorites, honestly. It is so cool. It's got really big bulbs in the bottom. I need to repot that. We'll do that in a video here coming up soon. And over here I have a Dracaena plant, which I kind of saved, and I kind of regret doing it, but it's still a decent plant. I saved that from Home Depot. Got $1 off on it. But it's doing okay. Just look at its funny shoot over here. That's gonna be an interesting plant. And another Dracaena, which was a donation from one of my grandmother's friends. And down here we have a blue agave plant, which has a whole bunch of pups in it, and I think it's due for repotting. So, and you have to be really careful with this plant, because see this edge right here? That's like a hypodermic needle, man. That's gonna stab you and it hurts. Can like get stuck in you too. I have a little cactus back here. I don't know what it's called. Maybe a donkey's rat's tail cactus. The way it's growing, that's what it looks like, but it might be because it's needs some light. It looks really cool though. That was also a donation from my grandma's friend. Over here I have the ogre ear jade plant. And then we have a Euphorbia millii, which is like always in bloom. Do any of you have this crown of thorns Euphorbia millii plant and your plant is just always blooming? Because mine is. And then here I have a very large jade, which, oh, it looks so pretty with the sun shining on it right now. This is a west-facing window, so we're coming up on sunset here, and the plants are getting their little couple hours of sun for the day. But yeah, this is a really cool plant. I love the way that it grew. It needs to be repotted though, so I'm gonna have to do that pretty soon. Right here, we have a little baby spider plant. It's a cutie. What's the name for it? I don't know. It's like grass though, that's what it's like. And over here, hiding in the corner, we have a very dried up, just got watered, hopefully will bounce back, Scindapsus pictus. It was really cute at one point in time, but for some reason that plant has not done well for me. Over here we have a donated, I believe it's called a starfish snake plant, or Sansevieria cylindrica. It's pretty cool. I really like that. It's so long. I hope it gets a new leaf soon. And here we have a Thanksgiving cactus. Did not bloom at all. I think it's because it keeps getting rotated. But otherwise, it's alive. I'm happy with that. Over here, we have a kind of new plant. It's called a austral gem fern, otherwise known as asplenium. It got a little crispy. I've been keeping it in this bowl, and I'm gonna try to keep a little bit of water in the bowl so I don't let it dry out, because this could really be a beauty if it wasn't all like crispy. Oh yeah. Over here we have a Epipremnum aureum propagation that is growing quite beautifully. We have another one of those purple things here. Hey, if someone knows the name of it, just say it in the comments. That'd be cool. On the fourth shelf, we have a Majesty Palm, which was a donation from my father and my grandmother. It had lived in their house for quite a few years, and it's actually doing pretty well. Keeping up with the watering, and we have a lot of new growth going on, so it should be just beautiful and lush. I have the pretty side facing away right now to try to encourage growth on the other side, but it's really just gonna be amazing plant. Oops. Oh no. Well, let's see. Okay. Moving on. Over here I have a Philodendron burl marks, which came to me from Home Depot, and it was not in very good condition. The leaves were kind of mushy, and so I repotted it and rinsed off the roots, which some of them did have some rot. I did order it in the middle of summer, so that could have contributed to it, or it could have had another problem. But it's growing back slowly, but it looks pretty nice, the new growth does, so I think it'll be a good plant again one day with some love. And over here we have another spider plant, the mother plant. It's been alive for quite a few years. Another donation from my father and my grandmother. So it has also been neglected by me though. So let's see how it does after 3 solid months of watering. Up here we have a thriving heartleaf philodendron, which just got watered today and got a treatment of neem oil water. So should be doing pretty well. It needs to be repotted. I was just editing my video and I noticed that this bad boy, I think they call it a green goddess philodendron, was in my bathtub. So here's this guy. I've had him for maybe like 1.5 years or 2 years now. I think most of my plants I've had for that amount of time. This is only like half of my plant collection. So if you enjoyed what you saw today and you want to see the rest of my plant collection, I have a lot larger plants for my next video. And one of my plants is my epic giant golden pothos, aka Epipremnum aureum, which I have gotten a lot of comments on my golden pothos video. I think a lot of you have probably seen it if you're looking at this video. If you haven't seen my golden pothos video, I'm gonna link it in the description down below. And if you wanna see more of me and my plants and how I take care of my plants and other home projects, you know what to do. And I'm gonna save the rest for my next video, which I will be releasing in, let's say, 2 days. All right, y'all, remember, plants are cool. Peace out.